Hello, my lovely viewers, and welcome. I am Kira, a romantic ace, and tonight we are streaming Chapter 8 of the Royal Romance, Book 3. If you haven't joined me before, welcome! I drink and I cuss. If you want to play the drinking game along with me, the rules are right here underneath the player over on twitch.tv/aromanticace for those of you watching the VOD. I myself have a non-inebriating beverage, of which I'll be partaking tonight. It's a lovely electrolyte drink because apparently this is what I'm supposed to use for panic now. We'll find out if that's the case. But you are welcome to partake of any sort of beverages that are legal for you, or candy, or have fun with it. Also, if you haven't joined me before, the story so far. So we are Kira, a New York City waitress who was trafficked into the Western European country of Cordonia in Book 1. Basically, we were the waitress to the informal bachelor party of then Crown Prince Shamar of Cordonia, now King Shamar as of the end of Book 1. And of course, the fact that he thought we were cute and everything meant that we really ought to just follow him to his home country and try to marry him, which resulted in, so basically, the Cordonian monarch to be chooses their co regent over the course of a single social season, which can't be more than 6 months, to actually get married to someone who will hold political power in the country for nominally the rest of their lives. That sounds like a good idea. I'm starting to see why Cordonia is only about 5 acres across. But we survived that. It was masquerade balls and croquet and derbies and ice skating and sexual assault. Guy just walked into our room while we were half naked and started trying to kiss us. And that one came back to bite us at the end of Book 1, where the photos of that encounter were released. Someone took photos, so someone knew it was happening. And so Book 2 was all about finding out who was behind it, who set it up, trying to clear our name, trying to find the guy who was also part of it, who turned out had been set up as well. So we found out that the person responsible for the whole thing was the King Father Constantine, because wonder of wonders, he did not consider us, a New York City waitress with no previous ties to Cordonia, to be fit to rule his country. I, I'm, I'm just shocked that he had this opinion. Uh, so the other guy who was kind of roped into this did release a statement clearing our name at the end of Book 2. So everything was fine. We were engaged to our true love, the prince, at last. And what happened at the end of Book 2? I wish I was kidding. Ninjas jumped out of the wall and tried to kill us. Drake took a bullet for us. I regret to inform my lovely viewers that Drake is still alive. So Book 3 is being spent trying to find the culprits who have now stepped up from royal assassination attempts to burning the apple orchard. They are now apple assassins. And they expect us to take them seriously. So we've been going around trying to heal the fractured kingdom that I didn't know was fractured. And so we're basically going around trying to get nobles to come to our wedding, because apparently ninjas jumping out of the wall at a ball at the palace leads them to believe that maybe the monarchy's head of security ain't doing a very good job. Can't imagine why they think that. So, we've succeeded in getting a few on our side so far, but right now, our little stinger for Chapter 8 says disaster has struck at the art gallery and it's up to you to save the show. So one of our allies is putting on a big art festival, and apparently there's some kind of disaster. Let's find out what that's all about. This is going to be a good time, I'm sure. So this is Chapter 8, Artistic License. You call your friends into the sitting room where Francesco is still catching his breath from his sprint to the chateau. Oh yeah, so y'all get to hear my horrible Italian accent. Okay, here we go. Kira said there was an emergency. What happened, Francesco? I don't know what happened either, so. The gallery! The whole floor has been completely flooded, and it was no accident. No! Yes, I guess. You think it was sabotage? But who would do something like that? I don't know. Apple assassins? Are they now art assassins? Or are they just going through the alphabet? I bet it was, we can say, the attackers, or a performance artist with terrible boundaries. I don't even know what that's trying to say. I bet it was the attackers. This is just the kind of event they'd target, we say, based on the fact that they have targeted a royal ball and an apple orchard. Yeah, sure. Okay. Wasn't Bastien investigating a Sons of the Earth group? Well, he thought they might have been connected to that video on Five Kingdoms Day, but the investigation didn't turn up any useful leads. This is supposed to be like a royal romance, and this is turning into like a really bad Robert Ludlum knockoff. I don't know what's going on. Plus, don't the Sons of Earth want more international outreach from Cordonia? If anything, they should support events like this. Yeah, you'd think. Well, if not them, then who? That's the question, Hakim. The Liberation Corps, perhaps. If they saw this event as a rallying point for the people. Yes, we can't have the people being happy in their own country. Oh, horror of horrors. That's all the motivation they'd need to ruin the party, says Drake, who still has a hole in his shoulder. I'll have the Kingsguard secure the area at once. Okay, well, the Kingsguard was also there the night that the ninjas jumped out of the wall, Shamar. I'm really thinking you ought to fire pretty much everybody on the security staff. But that's just me. In the meantime, we must cancel the festival. The artwork wasn't damaged, but the flooding is extensive and will be impossible to repair in time. I'm awful at Italian. If we went through with it, everyone would know about the sabotage, and Cordonia would look weak and divided. Yes, because the art gallery flooded. What self-respecting fearmonger, I'm going to step around certain words, fearmonger is going to claim responsibility for an art gallery flooding? Yes, you should fear us. We will bring mold problems to your artistic events. What? Like, burning an apple orchard, at least that involved, like, actual destruction. If the artwork isn't even damaged, you did nothing. You literally did nothing. What? Ay. Okay. Alright. Hakim begins to pace across the rug. There are representatives from over a dozen different countries here. I promised them a chance to showcase their work. But I suppose I'll have to let them down. Oh, yes. Now we gotta step in with some solution. Well, maybe we don't have to cancel. Perhaps I haven't conveyed the full extent of the flooding. No, you really have. The artwork's fine. Just, like, throw some fans in there. What the hell? Was there carpet? No, listen. We can spin this as an art installation. Wow, we're being really optimistic. Okay. We'll say it's an interactive piece. So we can say about the rising tide of Cordonia's future, or to raise awareness for the flooding in Porta Vera. This sounds like one of those situations where there isn't really a bad answer. I think I'm going to go with to raise awareness for the flooding in Porta Vera, though. Everyone appreciates neighborly solidarity. You raise awareness for a worthy cause, and the show goes on. Ooh, I can spread the word on social media. Immersive new installation, blah blah blah, one time only event. There you go, Maxwell. I knew Maxwell was on Twitter. Like you know, he's one of these Instagram influencers, isn't he? I bet he is. The more exclusive it sounds, the better. We just need a trend-worthy hashtag, like hashtag water under the bridge. No. Hashtag total eclipse of the art? Hashtag art attack? he's, he's reaching here. I'll keep working on it. I can take point on cleanup. I'm guessing most of the people here wouldn't know what to do with a mop and a bucket. Alright, that's our third wheel being a jerk, so take a drink. People don't know what to do with a mop and a bucket. Alright, that's not bad. Those are cleaning devices, yes? Please tell me you're being sarcastic, Francesco. Jesus. Case in point. If we get the worst of the water out of there, at least people won't be swimming in it. And we could hand out rain boots at the door. Oh, okay, Hannah, sure. Oh dear. Echo legit washed my mouth out with soap during Truth or Dare tonight. Yes, I think if that's how you're leading off, Echo, you've got to keep going with this. Truth or Dare is a dangerous game, y'all. It really is. Well, they'd have to be fashionable, of course, and color coordinated. Oh, but we can say it's all part of the experience. Actually, no, like if you sell this with like coordinated galoshes and shit, you might be surprised how well you pull this off. An experience their king and future queen will be attending. There you go, Shamar. It's an unusual plan. Oh dear. Ma in tutta onesta, your enthusiasm is infectious. Okay. Alright. I'm so sorry, Italy. I have to ask, why are you all doing this? You have no stake in this gallery the way Francesco and I do. I expect you to be total jerks like everyone else in Cordonia. Why are you being nice people? God. Yeah, well, we can say it's the right thing to do, which it is, or this is the best way we can get back at the attackers. Also true. I guess we're gonna go with this is the best way we can get back at the attackers. Sure. We are not about to let them win. Not when we can do something about it. Yeah, okay. Right. very supportive partner there, Shamar. Just go for it. I like it. Hakeem looks around at your group, the quiet surprise on his face slowly shifting into resolve. I'll assign a cleanup crew right away. Perhaps we can salvage this mess after all. Sure, why not? Don't worry, Hakeem. We are on the case. What? Okay. Alright, sure. A few hours later, it's almost time for the opening. Madeline has asked you to meet her in a local boutique. You're late. Yeah, well, I've been trying to save an event. Sorry, got a little busy with the whole saving the day thing. I never got back to Maxwell about his list of hashtags. Oh dear, I think Maxwell can handle it. Never mind that. I'll consult with him when we're done here. Oh god. Alright. While you were getting the gallery opening back on track, I've been searching every store in the city for appropriately fashionable attire. Oh dear. Oh boy. Alright, what's this gonna look like? If the opening's going forward, Joelle will be there, which means this is your last chance to impress her. After the festival, we'll be heading back to the capital for a costume gala. Isn't me saving the gallery enough to get on Joelle's good side? Good question, Kira. Never count your apples before they're ripe. Wow, that was a horrible, horrible Cordonian apple reference, so take a drink. Wow. That saying's a little different in America. And pretty much everywhere else. I don't know what they're trying to do here. My point is, you can't count on her support until she's actually granted it. And if you want to impress an artist, it always helps to dress like one. In paint spattered clothes? What? I don't understand. What exactly do you think artists dress like? They dress like people, Kira. This? She holds up a modern gown made of distinct but complementary color panels. Oh, okay, this isn't gonna age well, is it? Oh my god! Au courant, this avant-garde dress is the mark of a true sophisticate for 25 diamonds that I ain't spending, but let's look at this thing. What? I like the colors. I am not sold on the construction. I'm not gonna lie. Her boobs look crooked. That's not how that would lay. Or like it wouldn't. It like. Oh God. Okay. No. 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 Honey. No. Totally fine with not upstaging the artist tonight. We're gonna stick with our little black dress. Thanks, but this is more my speed. I don't want people thinking I'm a walking painting. Madeline heaves a long-suffering sigh. I can only do so much to save you from your own free will. Alright, whatever. Thanks, by the way. We can say, I appreciate you helping out, or for doing your job. Wow, no, I appreciate you helping out, Madeline. I'm not doing this for you. I'm on this tour doing this frequently demeaning job for Cordonia's sake. Alright, whatever. I'm just glad to have you fighting the good fight for us, is all. Noted. Now, get over to the gallery. The last thing we want is for you to be late. Oh, okay. Alright. You go put on my galoshes. You arrive at the gallery to find the space already filled with nobles, tourists, and local citizens. Each attendee is wearing a pair of rain boots that is surprisingly well matched to their outfit. Where did we find all these rain boots, by the way? Kira, don't forget your rain boots! Oh my god, that floor is ruined. Hannah comes up to you with a pair of boots. That's a wood floor. Y'all, that floor is ruined. Huh. Oh. Oh, there's gonna be some remediation happening. Okay. Alright. It's not my problem. These are a perfect fit, and they look great. Imagine how difficult it would have been to match galoshes to that other dress. I think matching a pair of rubber boots to a little black dress is way easier. I'm just saying. Doesn't matter which ones I pick. All those childhood lessons on color theory have really come in handy. Okay. Sure. Though there are still a few inches of water on the floor, the guests seem to be taking it in stride. You join King Shamar and your friends at the center of the gallery. The gallery looks wonderful considering the circumstances. And that's thanks to you, Kira. Okay, I didn't clean this up, but whatever. I can't take all the credit. Shamar smiles warmly at you. That's very modest of you, but I won't forget that this was your idea. Yeah, and it could fall flat on its face. Ready to say a few words? Nope! Let's do this. Alright, well, Game Kira is more confident than Ace is, so here we go. Shamar raises a hand to get the crowd's attention. One by one, the onlookers fall silent. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to extend my thanks to our hosts, and to all of you for coming to partake of the finest art Cordonia and her friends have to offer. Okay. By now, I'm sure you've all noticed the largest installation. He lifts up one rain-booted foot and sets it down with a gentle splash. A few visitors chuckle, and Shamar glances at you encouragingly. Oh god, so you're gonna put this on me as my idea so that people can be like, oh my god, that obnoxious future queen totally flooded an entire art gallery just to make a statement. Those damn Americans. Oh yeah, I see this falling flat on its face. I'm sorry. This interactive exhibit was created by an artist who asked to remain anonymous. There are intrigued murmurs among the crowd. You spot Francesco among them, watching the guests' reactions. Very, very intently, I guess. I don't know. Starting to think Francesco's in on it. This piece and its artist's motives are yours to interpret. We hope you'll spend some time thinking about it throughout your stay. And above all else, we can say, enjoy the show, embrace your inner artist, or bon appetit. No, I'm gonna go with enjoy the show. I don't know what else to go with. Bravo! Okay. My accent just totally went away, I'm sorry. The crowd applauds, Francesco included, and the guests quickly disperse to view the paintings. That went better than expected. Mission accomplished. You know, I think this is a first for us. We've been all over Europe, but we've never done a museum or gallery tour. Where should we start? I don't know. Does it matter? How about right here? You all turn to study the colorful modern painting behind you, or beside you, wherever it is. It's right there. Look at it. It's so modern with its odd angles and bright colors. I don't know. It's a bunch of shapes. Or am I missing something here? Drake, you're missing everything. Ah, that's part of its charm. It's bold, hard to categorize. It takes real courage to create a painting like that. Sometimes it just takes you being, like, really fed up with everything, honestly. Forget who made it or why. This stuff's about using your imagination. It's like cloud watching. Is that a dude's arm or a plane's wing? You decide! What am I? Alright. I'm sorry. I'm reading Echo's list of online dares that happened tonight, apparently. Someone had to post I love tuberculosis on their Instagram story. Their mother saw it. Okay. Then two girls had to text people who they were awkward around that the person was hot. One of the girls ended up having to have a whole convo with the person they texted, almost making Oh, see, that's not cool. I had to watch gay porn with my best friend. She was the one who dared me to do it, and the Fortnite dance was also posted on social media. Alright, well, the Fortnite dance is, like, fairly harmless at this point, other than the fact that all us old fuddy-duddies are making fun of it because, you know, none of us did anything, you know, popular or weird when we were your age. Oh my god, you know, it's you crazy kids. It's so dumb. We played Pokemon, y'all. Come on. Come on. So, yeah, wow, that's quite a list. I feel like I love tuberculosis is kind of harmless, but like yeah, shit with crushes, and that stuff always makes me really just grossed out, because I'm like, it's really none of your damn business. But that's just me, the aromantic ace, talking. It's fine. Art is in the eye of the beholder. I'm with, so we can be with Drake, Maxwell, or Shamar. I guess we'll be good and side with our, hopefully future husband. You've got to admire the creativity behind it. Well, to each their own, I guess. I have to respect whoever made it. As simple as modern paintings might look, I always found abstract styles the hardest to master. That's true. Like, at least I have somewhere to go if I'm trying to make something look like something, but if I'm just kind of like trying to throw stuff together to evoke a feeling, or if I'm trying to depict something without directly imitating it, like working really closely from a reference and trying to make it look like that reference, I'm screwed. Like, my God. Wow. Hannah, you've been holding out on us. I'd love to see your work. Do you take portrait commissions? We should commission her to paint Oliver! I didn't really keep up with it after I finished my lessons. I have a decent grasp on the fundamentals, but it means she's a master. Well, my teachers always said the paintings needed more heart. Well, I mean, so did Captain Planet. That's why they added it, however many episodes in. Aw, Hannah. You place a comforting hand on her shoulder. You've got plenty of heart. Your lessons just didn't give you much chance to use it. I mean, that's true. If your teacher isn't really, like, helping you with that and just telling you, they're lousy teachers. Just saying. It has been a while since I visited a gallery. Maybe I can find some inspiration. I saw a classic landscape by Parsons that I think you might like. While Shamar, Hannah, and Maxwell wander off, you spot Drake staring intensely at a sign on a nearby wall. Okay, Drake, are you like, is this like the cat just staring at the wall thing? Are you seeing ghosts, dude? What are you up to? Trying to get the hang of this whole modern art thing. He points at a rectangular sign hanging over a doorway. White letters on a green background spell out the word exit. You're so funny. Take a drink. I'm sorry, but that's kind of a dick move. You agreed to show up, you agreed to support, now you're over here crying. I like this better than the other one. At least it's got something to say. Like, maybe we've all got to exit at one point or another. Whoa, and he's like mad about that. What's going on, dude? Drake, we can say, that's deep. Or, sometimes an exit is just an exit. I don't know, let's give him shit. That's deep. You never know when you'll have to exit the stage of life. As you both stare at the sign in deep contemplation, another visitor walks out through the door beneath it. Oh. Or maybe it's just an exit. Wait, did we actually think that was an art installation? Oh god. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Maxwell can never hear about this. I literally thought we were being smartasses, but whatever. Hear about what? Yeah! The secret of, how much we like that painting. You randomly point at an oil painting on the wall. We used to have a lot of big paintings like that all over the house, but Mom and Dad moved them all to the study after the great ketchup incident of '96. Aha! Another noodle incident. Ha! What did you do? When I was a kid, I was messing around in the dining room and, let's just say some Rembrandts are a little bit redder than they were supposed to be. Oh, come on. A decent art restorer probably took care of that. You're fine. I always wondered why our parents became so protective of those paintings. Oh, good. Look who's here. Go away. Bertrand strolls up to your group, glass of lemon water in hand, as though he'd only been gone a few minutes. Yeah, when was the last time we saw Bertrand? I don't know and I don't care. Bertrand, where have you been? Don't ask! Don't encourage him! I have... I have been out handling Beaumont affairs. Alright, dude. With my help! Oh? Where the hell have you been? You were been right here the entire time. Yes. Even though I've freed up a great deal of time by handing press duties off to Madeline, Maxwell has constantly insisted that I share my remaining duties with him. Yeah, not sure if that one's gonna work. Yeah. I came by to ensure that all the affairs I entrusted to him are in order. Wait. We can say, you willingly trusted Maxwell, or is this so you can spend time with Savannah and Barty? I don't want to encourage the Bertrand-Savannah relationship because that is so goddamn predatory and abusive. So, you willingly trusted Maxwell? It took a lot of convincing. And a few drinks, but Maxwell made a tolerable case for himself. Based on his actions during the previous tours, I assessed that he could manage something small, with some oversight. Yeah, so basically, the most reliable thing for me to see on the stream, as far as chat goes, is if it pops up in the little purple window that's on the actual stream video. That is everything that I'm going to see, which granted, sometimes I see stuff on here that doesn't pop up in my chat window on my dashboard, so I know Twitch loses things. So, yeah, the other dares aren't showing, it's just the online dares that I see. But, yeah, I have that problem with chat once in a while too. It's nothing getting caught by a filter, because if it's caught by a filter, it notifies me to, accept or reject the comment based on auto mod. But I also turned auto mod down quite a lot since I first started streaming way back in the day. 4 months ago, I guess. So, yeah. That's just Twitch eating comments, as it is wont to do sometimes. Sorry. I'm ready to do what it takes for House Beaumont and Cordonia. Alright, Maxwell. Cool. Let me know if you ever need any help. That'll hopefully be unnecessary. Now then, I need to get back to pursuing, attending to Beaumont affairs. Excuse you, were you gonna say pursuing Savannah? Because if you were, you can go straight to hell, Bertrand. You mean checking in with me? Yes. And nothing's on fire. In fact, it's a bit damp, which means you've exceeded my expectations. What? I'm so lost. Begrudging approval has never felt so good. Before you go, is there any advice you can give me to help me win over Joelle? And, make yourself useful and make your presence actually, helpful to the plot? No, nothing? Okay. Oh, of course. No, just go away. Just go away. There's a mosquito in my house, and I want to know how it got here. Sorry. Even as you surround yourself with advisors, it's only natural you'd still want my wise counsel. Oh my god, go to hell. Let's see. When talking about art to an artist, you'll want to be as critical as possible. In the long run, your honest feedback will help them correct their mistakes, and they'll respect you. Be gentle. Be honest, but be gentle. You want me to win her over by being harsh? Yeah, harsh, not mean. Isn't that how one forges the strong bonds of friendship? No! That's what comes after the bonds are already formed. See, this is why everyone thinks we're the only nice person in all of Cordonia. That explains a lot. Alright, yeah, see if you can sorry. See if you can get your stuff to show up. I'm not concerned about you spamming chat, Echo. It's a social technique that has been passed down through House Beaumont for generations. But if you'll excuse me, I really do have other business to conduct. Toddle off now, Bertrand. Bertrand takes a sip of his drink, then promptly excuses himself. Yeah, best to let him go. Good. Yes, go. Don't come back. Maxwell, we can say, are you okay taking on Beaumont duties? Or is Bertrand actually okay? I guess I'm gonna go with, are you okay taking on Beaumont duties? I know I make least organized look like an aspiration, but I want to do what I can to help Bertrand out. I know it'll be difficult, but I should face this challenge and grow with it. Have some character development. You know you don't have to do it all alone. I promise I'll come to you if I need anything. Alright. Perfect. Our little brother is growing up. Sorry. Maxwell notices something over your shoulder. There's Joelle! Oh boy, here we go. Fashionably late for her own gallery opening. It's time to shine. Just remember what Bertrand... actually, don't remember what Bertrand said. You go in there and be your best self, like a true artist. Okay. Alright, Maxwell. As you head toward Joelle, Shamar pulls you aside for a moment. Okay, so yeah, that one's showing up. First, let's start with the physical dares. I had to kiss my best friend's forehead. We have a family-type relationship. Someone had to lick an elbow for 5 seconds. There was an ass stroke involved. Someone had to beg on the floor with a cookie in their mouth. That's a thing. Licking an elbow for 5 seconds. It sounds gross. I've seen some gross elbows in this world. Blech. Do you remember that tour we took of the capital? Ah, shit, dude, that was like 2 weeks ago. How could I forget? Oh, God. I think Joelle's the sort of person... Excuse me. I think Joelle's the sort of person King Fabian would have approved of. If you can connect with her about the importance of art, not just the aesthetics, that might go a long way. Alright, importance. The importance of art. Thanks for the tip. You shuffle through the crowd to Joelle's side. Excuse me. Bienvenue, Duchess Kira. What a show this has turned out to be, no? A devastating act of sabotage, the desperate last-minute repairs. Also, there was a Lady in the Tramp spaghetti moment with a cookie as well. Okay. Someone had to lick the floor. Oh, that's gross. There was also someone who had to lick everyone's middle finger. Also gross. I had to bite someone's pinky finger. I hope everyone washed their hands. Then I also had to chug a soda. I hate soda and almost threw up on the spot. Ooh, yeah. Oh, sorry. And then the Fortnite dance, yeah. Oh, oof. Yeah, I think even me, like, I like pop, but I think even me just chugging it, that could potentially end badly. Desperate last-minute repairs, and the triumph of the successful opening despite the odds. I must admit, the whole business has lent an air of intrigue to our humble gallery. I'm glad the water didn't keep anyone away from the art. One should never let a little physical inconvenience get in the way of a sublime experience. Okay. So, are you just admiring the work? Or thinking of some new pieces to take home? If I may confess to a little artistic vanity, I'm actually watching the crowd. People's reactions to the work are far more genuine when they don't know it was made by the lady of the house. Do you happen to remember what I was painting yesterday? You take a closer look at two unattributed paintings on the wall in front of Joelle. I think it was an apple, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the apple. It was definitely the apple. Which painting is Joelle's The Still Life? C'est vrai! C'est vrai? Sorry. French. Well spotted, Duchess Kira. Let's just say I had a feeling about that one. Also, I got a look at it yesterday. Lastly is the truths. I asked my best friend, she's also asexual, who she had sex with to make her asexual. We talked about sex and romantic dreams of people and with who. I was asked who around the table I would most like to do it with. The person who dared me to drink soda helped me find a loophole, and I chose myself. They basically revolved around sex and fictional characters. Me and my friend just watched weird vids as they talked some questions. Also, someone was dared to make at least one pleasure sex noise for at least 2 seconds. Oh my god, the aloes are at it again. No, I did a Twitter, like game, like this tweet, and I'll answer whatever number question is on the list. And I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty exhausting when I got to the block of like, who's your crush? Who's your female celebrity crush? Who's your male celebrity crush? What's your idea of a perfect date? And by the time I got to the perfect date, I was like, y'all, allocentric questions are getting to me. I don't have an idea of a perfect date because I don't think about dating. I don't want to date. I'm not interested in dating, so I don't sit around wondering, gee, I wonder what my perfect date is like. It doesn't compute for me. I know about things that make bad dates, but there's no like dream date that I, aspire to go on with my one true love or whatever. I don't know, like pay for dinner? I don't know. I don't know. So we are going to examine Joelle's painting. When you look at this painting, what does it say to you? I don't know. Let the essence of the image move you to speech. Oh god, is this going to be timed? No, okay. It reminds me, so we can say, of the human soul, that apples are delicious, or to appreciate the little things. Yeah, we're gonna go with that one. To appreciate the little things. Things like this apple, they don't last forever, but there's still beauty in them. That's worth remembering. It is like you read my very thoughts. That is precisely the sentiment I had in mind while I labored over the canvas. Okay, sure. We're not that insightful. So we gotta, I don't know what points we're getting because I'm not paying attention. Getting some kind of points with her. You picked an important subject. Some people consider still lifes to be passé. Why bother with such a simple scene, no? No, they're hard. But after the recent tragedy at the Royal Orchard, I wanted to commemorate what we've lost, remind people what we are fighting for. Yeah, I kind of figured it had something to do with the fact that, like, haha, Cordonian apples. That's very noble of you. I suppose that depends on your perspective. Some believe that true art requires meaning, while for others it's essential that a work excites the senses. If you ask me, art exists so we can say to be beautiful or to inspire the viewer. Yeah, something important. To inspire the viewer. Art's not just about technical skill or pretty pictures. It's a reminder that there's more to life than getting through the day. The best kinds of art give us something to aspire to. Joelle applauds. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's such a delight to find someone else who understands the artistic soul. Well, I mean, we got pretty far with Hannah, so yeah, I'd say we understand something. I'm glad Cordonia has people like you and Hakim thinking about its future. That was always a point of contention between our family and the King Father. So Echo says, someone also had to sit on my lap for a whole circle. My best friend took the bullet since I ate soap beforehand. Then there was a dare for someone to put a stinger in their mouth. Me and my bestie were in onesies. I was an alien. Oh, okay. I was an alien. She was a bee. Hers had a stinger on her butt. Oh, okay. That makes more sense now. I mean, still weird, but, you know, at least it makes sense. Hakim and I don't just want Cordonia to remain stable and peaceful. Those are blessings, naturellement. But our kingdom can do so much more than survive. I mean, there's a point to that. I'm curious whether King Shamar will lead Cordonia in a different direction. Joelle gives you a long, appraising look. If you're hearing like weird clicking noises and stuff going in and out, it's because I'm yawning because my first round of sleep meds is trying to kick in, but I'm okay. But with you as his queen, I can't help feeling optimistic. A couple like you could do exciting things for this kingdom. This was supposed to be board game night. I don't know how this happened. I mean, you know, you get people in a room, weird shit starts to happen. I'll tell him you said that. Now, I think I've avoided my other guests for long enough. I'll see you around, and do enjoy the rest of the festival. You too. You head back over to Shamar and your friends. I didn't check where all my buttons are. How'd things go with Joelle? Well, I got some points. I assume that's a good thing. I think we really connected. Found the same creative wavelength. Sure. Okay. Hey, if she asked to paint you, you should get her to do an official House Roth portrait. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. There's no portrait happening, but I think she might be coming around on the wedding idea. If you're done talking to Joelle, do you know what that means? Party time? We get to escape this art maze? We can check out the rest of the festival. Can't you smell the food outside? Oh my god, that's right, there's food. Yes, gimme. You hear a rumble beside you, and Maxwell puts a hand on his stomach. Oh, I just realized how long it's been since I had breakfast. I'd love to see the delicacies our visitors have brought. And since last night's dessert was such a success, ha ha ha! He takes your hand and kisses it. Maybe today's tasting session could help us find an entree for our wedding. Ah, diamond choice coming up, isn't it? Although, we also need to check in with Hakim about the International Art Association. Oh dear. This is an opportunity to pick out a delicious entree for your and Shamar's wedding. So, we can, for 15 diamonds, tour the food festival with Shamar and our friends, or we can go find Hakim. Yeah, no, I want food. Hakim will still be here. Hakim can wait a few minutes. I've seen enough paintings of food for one day. Take me to the real thing. This way! Hannah's so excited. There we go. You arrive at the food festival and you're instantly struck by the mingling of savory, spicy, and sweet aromas in the air. Oh, that's a lame move. I felt bad for one girl since she thought her crush was going to be there, but the person hosting was actually lying to get her to come. Like, even if you had a great time anyways, you're still lying to get somebody to come to your party. That's lame. That's not cool. Don't do that, kids. Mmm. Talk about a feast for the senses. I'm smelling smells I didn't know existed before. I feel like we can say a kid in a great smelling candy shop. The variety here has probably has nothing on New York. Wow, that's judgy. Take a drink. Or I could honestly just go for a burger. I just realized I have to actually choose something here. I feel like a kid in a great smelling candy shop. Sure, why not? Yeah, but instead of candy, it's like meat candy. I mean, there's candied meat. I'm not sure whether I love or hate the word combination meat candy. Oh my god, dude, have you ever had, like, bacon with maple syrup on it? That's basically meat candy. Stop it. You've had bacon, right? It's way more candy-like than, say, candy corn. Oh, true. Sorry, all you candy corn lovers, but it's gross to me. What's a candied corn? That is a damn good question, Hannah. It's like if an alien species tried to make human candy, but all they had was wax and orange food coloring. I mean, yeah, kinda. It's terrible. A disgrace to the great candy name. There is a point to be made, however, that fresh candy corn that hasn't been like sitting out in a bowl is quite a lot more tolerable than stale candy corn. Stale candy corn is inedible. I'm sorry. It's disgusting. So, what should we eat? Take a page out of the old Maxwell Beaumont handbook and try one of everything. Gastrointestinal consequences be damned. Yeah, there's pills for that. I take them every day. You're startled by a high-pitched squeal and turn to see Hannah rushing toward a nearby booth. Ooh, it's Ashareshta! I haven't had this since I went to Iran for Persian New Year with my parents. We have to have some. I honestly have no idea if I said that correctly because I'm not exactly up on my Persian cuisine. I know palau and oh, forget what the full name is. It starts with a T and ends with a G, and it's the overcooked, like, crispy rice on the bottom of the pot when you make saffron rice, so it's got, like, all the saffron in it. that sounds absolutely delicious and also extremely expensive because saffron is extremely expensive. God, I would know the word if I looked at it, but I can't think of it. That's the Persian cuisine that I know. Hannah orders a bowl from the server and grabs 5 spoons. Sorry, my computer's doing weird shit. Try it! So we can try the soup. Okay, it's soup. Alright. Asha Rushta. You and your friends all dig into the soup. The bite of parsley and dill complements the hearty beans and onions. Well, I can't have it, it's got beans in it. Mmm. Savory, but with a deliciously creamy finish. Ooh, that means it also contains dairy. Yep. Yum, yum, yum! Okay, Maxwell. Wow, this is almost as good as the Asha Reshta I had at the Iranian ambassador's estate. Wow! And what does the ever-picky Drake think? Hey, this is real food. I like real food. Okay. I just don't like when some so-called 5-star chef tries to bill a single quail egg as a main course. At least you have the option of ducking out. I had to eat about 20 of those just to stop my stomach from growling. See, this is what I absolutely adore about food. There's something so uniquely human about sharing the stuff that gives us life. One time, my best friend, I'm going to give her a name, she shall be called Shovel. Shovel stuffed her jacket pockets full of cookies and candy corn from a party, and then we left to have a sleepover with our other friend. I would support the cookies, but, yeah, candy corn? No. No. No, thank you. Food should be for personal enjoyment. It shouldn't matter who you're with or what else you're doing. I mean, it should matter a little bit. What if we have allergies? Jeez, Drake. You're being a jerk. I'm gonna take a drink. In fact, I'm gonna medicate because it's time for my medication, so I'm gonna medicate and take a drink. Haha! Oh yeah. I don't know, I'm pretty fond of its keeping me alive properties. I mean, same. I'm with Hannah. Yeah, I like Hannah's stance here, honestly. Food does more than taste good and keep us alive. It brings us together. Just like it's doing right now. Ah! Right in the feels! Alright, I'll give you that one. I agree. That's why so much diplomacy happens over meals. Sharing food is sharing trust. Yeah, okay. What should we try next? Ooh, I've got one. Shamar leads the group further down the row of vendors to a spicy smelling booth covered in bowls of brightly colored entrees. It's chicken tagine. I wonder if it's tagine or tagina. One of my favorite dishes from my international travels. Shamar offers you a bowl of tagine and a fork. So we are going to try the chicken tagine. Sure. You take a bite and a medley of vibrant spices bursts on your tongue. And this is another thing I can't have because it's poultry. The chicken's so tender. It's like a spice party in my mouth. Oh, I would never have thought to use lemons and olives in the same recipe, but it's amazing. Doesn't Mediterranean cuisine do that? I don't know. I haven't had tons of Mediterranean cuisine. When I was a kid, my family took a diplomatic trip to Morocco, and this was served. My brother loved it, but I hated it. He used to tell everyone that it was my favorite dish, since it's rude for a guest to turn down food offered by a host. Ha, I remember that. And of course, people were always bending over backwards to do whatever they thought the crown prince and his brother wanted. Eh. So his brother was a troll, is what we're hearing. The joke was on him in the end, though. After eating this dish enough times, I grew to love it. Wow, we can say, you're lucky he picked something delicious to prank you with, or that sounds like a prank war. Was there a prank war? Yeah, I'm going with that. Sounds like a prank war. I might have retaliated a bit. A bit? A bit, huh? Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I remember some King's Guards marching both of you into the throne room after fireworks went off in the boutique. Oh dear. It's a fire hazard. Wait, I heard about that! Huh, that's not even the worst of it. The prank war ended after my brother accidentally locked a visiting Earl's son in a closet thinking he was me. Luckily, we didn't cause an international incident. Hard to believe it all started with chicken tagine. If you had an older brother, you wouldn't find it so hard to believe. My computer is being really screwy. You glance at Shamar while you continue on through the festival. He smiles at you. What are you thinking so far? Any food that says wedding dish to you? Everything we've tried has been incredible. It'll be hard to choose. Well, there's still more food out there, and I'm still hungry. Then I guess it's your turn to pick something to eat. Easy. It's gotta be the... Oh, okay, here we go. Feijoada, I'm going with. You follow him to the next booth down, where something akin to chili simmers in a massive pot. Now this is food. You can't go wrong with beans and meat, especially when the meat is slow cooked to perfection. Drake orders, and the server doles out portions of the stew, garnishing it with orange slices. So we shall try the feijoada. You eat a generous spoonful, enjoying the rich textures and saltiness of several varieties of pork and beef. Okay. Ooh, I thought it was going to be spicy, but this is even better. This is the drakiest dish that ever draked. Wow, okay. Yeah, definitely a Drake food. What's that supposed to mean? Messy? Probably that you, like this stew, are both hearty and pretty salty. Ha. Ha. Do you think making fun of me is ever gonna get old? No. Probably not. Only because it's really funny. Huh. Great. Well, I'm stuffed. Yeah, I think I've had my fill for now. Wait, Maxwell didn't get to pick a food. Though, I'm not sure I'd be able to eat it if he did. Not to worry, I'll pick the next activity instead. But what to do? As Maxwell is thinking, you hear music begin to play from further down the lane of vendors. Alright, I'm going to be technical for a second and say that Shamar wasn't the crown prince at the time. He was only crown prince when his brother left court and gave it up to him since Leo didn't want the title. So Drake was wrong about that with calling Shamar the crown prince during the time with his brother. I think Drake's point was that his brother the crown prince was saying that Shamar liked this food, so he was busy going around going, you know what you should serve? Chicken tagine, because it's my brother's favorite food. And everyone went, well, the crown prince says so, so we've got to do it. I think that's where that was supposed to be going, but it was really oddly worded. But they have been relatively consistent about the relationship between the prince character and what his brother's name is, Leo, I think. And yes, he is the king now. Yeah. We've been king since the end of book 1, I guess. As Maxwell is thinking, you hear music begin to play from further down the lane of vendors. Do you hear that? I believe that's the sound of inspiration striking. We shall dance. Oh god, we've all got full stomachs and you're gonna make me go try to dance. Okay. Alright. Maxwell heads off toward the music and you follow. At the center of the food festival, you find a live band playing for a growing audience. Dancing? Again? I thought we were here to get away from stuff like this. Dude, no one's asking you to waltz to... What does this sound like? This is... maybe a salsa? This would probably work for a salsa. Salsa's really easy to do with it, just about anything. So I'm going to go with the salsa. Because it's not quite a samba. Come on, Drake. It's not like it's the Cordonian waltz. Besides, Maxwell didn't get to pick a food. We have to do it. I don't make the rules. I don't remember agreeing to those terms, but fine. The things I do for you people. Drake follows the rest of the group to an open area in front of the band where others are already dancing. Hannah glides gracefully over the stone as Maxwell grooves in perfect rhythm. Shamar sways fluidly, and even Drake bobs along to the beat. I should dance with... so we can dance with everyone, or we can dance with Shamar. I'm gonna dance with everybody. Let's not leave anybody out. You form a circle with your friends. Check me! He bounces to the middle and performs a complex series of moves, ending with a one-armed handstand. Woo! Go, Maxwell! Go, Maxwell! Oh, God. Do we still do that? Hannah, you're up! She pirouettes her way forward, her arms tracing elegant arcs through the air. She recedes just as nimbly, extending an arm towards Shamar as she rejoins the circle. You're up! You're a tough act to follow. I mean, she is that. Shamar steps confidently forward. Once in the center, his feet tap out complicated patterns, his hips moving along in time. I didn't know you knew flamenco. I've dabbled in flamenco. I guess this is supposed to be a flamenco. Everyone turns to Drake, whose eyes go wide just as the song comes to an end. Aww. Oh, thank God. No, Drake. We're gonna wait for the next song. You don't get out of this. Damn it! Okay. After the final notes of the song have died away, you notice Olivia, Kiara, and Penelope standing at the edge of the gathered crowd. Merlin and Morgana sniff happily at a nearby trash can. Oh, Kiara, this is such a wonderful festival. I'm so glad I could bring Merlin and Morgana and properly enjoy it. Me too, Penelope. Yes, this event is interesting. I can see the value in learning about others' customs, and it's actually very well executed. Oh, God. Thanks? Yeah, I don't know what to do with that either, Kiara. You approach the trio. I can hardly believe my eyes. Olivia Navrakis attempting to be nice to people? Honesty is the highest kindness you can offer. In this case, the truth happened to be positive. I think we're rubbing off on her. If you are, please keep doing it. You most definitely are not rubbing off on me. Okay, sure. Mm-hmm. Whatever you want to tell yourself. Olivia, why weren't you at the art gallery earlier? Quick, let's patch the plot holes. Unless you're hiring a cartographer to map out enemy territory or commissioning a portrait of victory in battle, what's the point? This is really weird how, like, warmongery she's gotten as the books have gone on. Because, like, the first book, she was just, like, a combative personality, and now they seem like they've decided to try to make that her thing, and it's weird. Because, I don't know, does House Navrakis go off to war a lot? What? I don't get it. In art? Yes, no one ever conquered anything by playing with paint all day, much less standing around gawking at it. Yeah, that's true. We didn't get to dance in the center either. What the hell? This is lame. We also haven't picked anything yet either. Olivia, we can say, you're missing the port. Art is emotional. Or, I'd love to see a portrait of you about to ride into battle. You're missing the point. Art is emotional. Fear is an emotion. So is triumph. If an image doesn't inspire either, I'm not impressed. Or, I'm not interested. She's not impressed either, let's be real. So, I take it you're not into still lifes. If I wanted to look at sad vegetables, I'd go to a farm. Okay. The merits of art aside, I think if even Olivia likes the festival, I can consider it a success. I've been told I'm quite discerning. Okay, whatever. Whatever, Olivia. Hey, Kiara, the festival's almost over and we still haven't been to the cotton candy stand. Oh my god, Penelope and cotton candy. I can't help but love how it's fluffy like Mora and Merle's ears. Okay, alright. Bien, if we go now, we can still get some. Are you coming, Olivia? Oh, I love I mean, I suppose I could endure it. God. As the trio walks off down the aisle of vendors, you turn back to your friends. I guess if the festival's nearly over, we should head back. Yeah, plus you still have to talk to Hakim and Francesco. You turn toward the festival entrance, but Shamar pulls you aside. Before we leave, there's one more food I wanted to try. Sneak away with me. Oh dear. You don't have to entice me with food to get my attention. Although it does help. Shamar pulls you away from the group and brings you to a cool, shaded stand. The metal trays on the table are filled with a dozen different flavors of gelato. Gelato. That reminds me, I have some ice cream. We can't leave without dessert. No, we damn well can't. We're royalty. He orders a chocolate gelato while you choose your own flavor. The gelato is just the right balance of creamy and airy. And it makes us very happy. Good? We can say, I think after eating this, I can die happy. The only thing sweeter than this is you. Or, I'm here for you, not the dessert. We're gonna go for the middle. The only thing sweeter than this is you. Yee. I beg to differ. Hey, thanks for sneaking away with me. I mean, it was his idea. We technically snuck away with him. After all the stress of the gallery this morning, it's been nice to take a break and take a beat and relax, just the two of us. Take a break, take a beat? What the hell? I know people say it, but what the hell? After the way you turned that disaster around, you've more than earned it. Truly, Kira, your determination is inspiring. I've never met anyone else with so much sheer will. Yeah, well, the plot's demanded it, so, you know. I'm taking that as a compliment. It was meant as one. So I should kiss Shamar or try Shamar's gelato. Okay, well, kissing's an option, so take a drink. Num. And house rules. Smooch the prince, let's do it. You tug Shamar close, smiling as you press your lips to his own. He responds by wrapping his arms around your waist, clutching you close to his chest as he sinks deeper into your embrace. Aww. He's in need of some kissing. Getting a soulmate point. It's a shame we're... I don't know why this isn't popping up all the way. It says, it's a shame we're in public. You've got my imagination going now. Oh, there it finally goes. Then you'd better keep it going until the next time we are not in public. Wow. I think I can manage that. Looks like people are starting to pack up their stalls. But before we go... Any thoughts about that wedding entree? So, we can go with... So we've got Shamar's dish at the top, and then Hannah's dish, and then Drake's dish. I kind of liked Hannah's. I like the idea of Hannah's. Let's serve the Asha Reshta. I'd eat another bowl of that in a heartbeat. Just think, that'll be our first meal together as a married couple. Kind of didn't want to do his favorite because, like, it's not all about him. It's about, like, new memories between us. So, yeah, that's what I'm going with. Also, yeah, the first of many, hopefully. I know the wedding is only a few weeks away. But I just can't wait to marry you, Kira Roth. Dude, this wedding was probably like a year out. Be real. Easily. You take Shamar's hand as you rejoin your friends at the festival. So we explored the food festival with Shamar. Yay! And thus our food-filled adventure must come to an end. Across the sidewalk, Hakim samples a dish of moussaka while chatting with Francesco. You walk up to the two gentlemen. Ooh, 3.8 GPA is pretty good. I mean, I hope you at least hold steady at 3.8. I think I had a really high GPA all the way through my bachelor's degree, and then comparatively my GPA tanked in grad school, but honestly, once you pass your classes, the only people who are remotely going to care about your GPA are probably like government contracts. Government positions, and even they, like, that's a tiebreaker type thing. It's not their like first thing that they look at. So, but yeah, you've got a ways to go yet with GPAs. It's a horribly antiquated system, but it is still a measure that you're doing pretty good at. So, yay! Hello, Hakim. Enjoying the festival? Absolutely. This moussaka is almost as good as the one I had in Greece. And so the humble Italian moussaka falls further down your list. Oh, okay. Don't look too down, old friend. That saltimbocca we had in Rome will never be topped. It will be a national shame if it ever is. Now then, I'm sure you two will want to discuss Cordonian matters together. Arrivederci. Okay, sure, whatever. Francesco waves goodbye and plucks another sample from the table on his way out. Hakim turns to you. Duchess Kira, thank you for helping my wife at the art gallery today. It was no problem. We can say, Joelle's a bright and insightful mind, or, but your wife's a handful. Take a drink, 'cause that's rude. Especially since she really wasn't a handful. Joelle's a bright and insightful mind. Isn't she? It's one of my favorite things about her. You know, when we've met in college, the first thing she said to me was that she wanted to change the world. It wasn't exactly love at first sight. More like love at first ideals. Okay. So, about the International Art Association. Don't worry about it. Huh? You stepped in to rescue this festival, even when you had no guarantee that doing so would earn my support. I mean, I kind of figured it would, so, you know. To be honest, I still don't know what Francesco's decision will be. But you've done more than just help my wife's gallery today, Kira. You proved that you were willing to give without the promise of anything in return. Again, we're apparently the only person in Cordonia who's like this. That's the kind of leadership Cordonia needs right now. And for that, I believe I should return the gesture. Does that mean? I'm not entirely sure how different Shamar will be from his father, and I cannot speak for the rest of my family. But I will attend your wedding in support of the crown. Alright, that's fair, like not speaking for the rest of the family. I respect that. So we convinced Hakim to attend our wedding. Yay! Thank you, Hakim. This means a lot to us. Joelle sways up to Hakim, her attention absorbed by the delicious food on her plate. Darling, have you tried the Tom Ga Kai? It's heavenly. We must plan a trip to Thailand to taste the local variations. Okay, sure. First world problems. Hello, dear. I was just telling Kira I'll attend her wedding. Does that mean Francesco will support our application? No, my dear. I've decided to go because of the assistance Kira provided today, to the festival, and to you. All honors classes, nice. Yeah, from you chugging the soda, I can see where that, like, could make your stomach upset, hearing, like, all the food talk and stuff. Because, yeah, if you've, like, chugged something and your stomach's like, no more, please. You'll kill me. I've been in that position a couple times. Ugh. Maybe... I think we're almost done with the food talk, if that helps. You cherish me too much. Impossible. We'd be honored if you'd join us at the wedding, Joelle. Oh, I suppose the Swiss Alps can wait. I do love a beautiful wedding. Alright, so we convinced Joelle to attend our wedding as well. I like how they give us all these achievements, but I don't think you can actually view them anywhere. We'll make sure it's unforgettable. And after hearing your insights today, I'd be remiss not to support such a cultured woman. Sure. Joelle, we can say, I won't forget this. Kiara will be glad you're both coming. Or we'll have to collaborate on a project together. Collaborations are a sticky thing, so I'm gonna go with I won't forget this. You'll have a long-time ally in your future queen. That sounds wonderful. And I hope you'll consider yourself our friend. Absolutely. One of the chefs at a stall finishes another dish. The sizzling aroma wafts past you. Well, so much for being done with the food talk, I guess. Oh, I adore the smell of onions and garlic. Funny story, so, somebody actually did a study. People did a study. So basically, the way that people smell is influenced a lot by what they eat. In part because you get the cooking smells all over you, but also because those compounds are in your body. White people smell like onions. It's literally been studied. They smell like onions. And I can't say that there's a lie there. We smell like onions. So I see this and it's like, to me, she's just like basically saying she likes the smell of white people. It's kind of horrifying when you think about it. Joelle drifts off to the stall to pick up a sample. It's basically because onions and garlic are the only two spices that white people use. We don't know how to use spices. I believe that's my cue to depart. I look forward to the wedding, Kira. Hakim shakes your hand before trailing after his wife. After he's departed, Kiara walks up beside you, cotton candy cone in hand. Have my parents finally given their verdict? Father hinted at supporting you after the gallery, but my mother's, well, not the most easily swayed. Really? 'Cause it was pretty easy. I saved her art installation. She agreed to that. I didn't know this was going to be difficult. Okay, whatever. Hakim's promised me his support, and so has Joelle. She flipped. That's wonderful. And with your brother, that makes the whole family. I'm impressed. Across the path, Ezekiel and Penelope sit by the fountain together, chewing on pastries. Merlin and Morgana paw at their legs. Aww. So, we can say Ezekiel and Penelope seem to get along well, which is honestly none of our business, and stop projecting romance on people, Kira. Ew. Do you think your parents will let Ezekiel be a veterinarian? Or is everything in your house a negotiation? Let's keep the focus on Kiara as much as we can here. Is everything in your house a negotiation? Your family seems like the type to have a week-long discussion about the color of the drapes. That discussion was 2 weeks. We almost had an agreement after 1 week, then the deal fell apart. Oh dear. How do you survive in that environment? It's not as bad as it sounds. Oh, well, it's a little tedious, but everyone's honest with each other and encourages us to communicate and compromise. Yes, I assume this is actual negotiation and not the art of the deal bullying bullshit, because actual negotiation, you don't dig in on like stances and what you want. You like say what you want, but then the negotiation process is actually figuring out what everybody needs, and how you can find a solution that leaves both parties happy, and not because like we tend to think of compromise as being that thing where nobody gets everything that they want and they just have to kind of, suck it up. Like, a successful negotiation ends with maybe nobody got what they originally wanted, but they got what they needed out of the negotiation. That's how this is supposed to go. I have a feeling the writers here maybe don't know that. And we have a rule. The only thing that's non-negotiable is our love for each other. Now I'm wondering how oniony I smell since I'm literally vampire white. The outside is foreign nowadays. Yeah, yeah. I yeah. I'm pretty sure I smell pretty oniony. I'm okay with it. Aw, that's sweet. Ezekiel and Penelope wave Kiara over. She takes a deep breath. All right, time to steer these two together. Oh, just let them be friends, y'all. What the hell? Stop trying to make everything a thing. I know I do it too, but stop it. Merci for attending, Kira. I'll see you back at court. A bientôt. Cool, so that's done, I guess. After the festival has come to an end, you return to Kiara's estate and find Shamar in the sitting room. He's examining the swords mounted above the crackling fireplace. You thinking of taking up fencing? I was actually a competitive sabreur for a few years. Oh, yeah? How did that go? I shouldn't be surprised. It's common among the Cordonian nobility to train in some form of swordplay. Duels are rare, but they still happen from time to time. Oh god, now all I can think of is that episode of Firefly. Pointy end goes in the other guy. But in any case, I was actually waiting here for you. Earlier today, I called a local theater to inquire about seeing a movie with you. They said that not only could they comply with my security requirements, but they would hold a private advance screening for us. Tonight? Yes. It would be good to go out and be seen doing something normal. But mostly, I'd love to take you out and give you the royal treatment, so to speak. Hell yeah. So, a private screening of an unreleased movie with you as King and future Queen? Precisely. I know it's a bit last minute, but would you join me? How many diamonds? Okay, so for 17 diamonds, we can go on a movie date with Shamar, or we can stay in for the night. Yeah, we're going. It sounds far too enticing to pass up. I'm glad you think so. We have some time if you'd like to change before we leave. Oh, should I? This is your last chance to change before your date. I don't know, I guess. Let's pick something else out, I guess. Why not? It's the first time they're letting us actually change our clothes. So... Oh, can I get a hold of... There we go, last season, that's what I want. Do. I don't know, let's be cutesy. This was our first date, look. What the hell? All done. It's entirely up to you, and I'm sure you'll look lovely no matter what. Alright, I'm ready. You and Shamar meet the limo out front, and it sweeps you off through the moonlit countryside and into the nearest city. You arrive at the theater lobby and follow Shamar to the ticket counter. Wait, you're King Shamar and Duchess Kira. Yup. My manager said everything is on the house for you tonight. We're just so excited to have you here. Oh, I wasn't aware that the private showing was gratis. That's very generous. We can say thank you so much, or but we can't possibly accept. Ooh. Okay, I understand the sentiment behind but we can't possibly accept. but that is also kind of rude since they've already kind of made up their minds. Mm. Mm. I get. Hmm. But we can't possibly accept. Why not? Oh, We really appreciate the gesture, but you're already doing so much for us. Yes, we insist. At least let us tip you. Well, I can't exactly refuse the king. Yeah, we'll put it in writing, honey. It's okay. Shamar pays, and you start turning away from the ticket counter. Wait. Yeah, I mean, we're basically like, they're out a night of profit because of us, so. You turn back. Sorry, I told myself I wouldn't do this, but then you were both so nice. Duchess Kira, I'm a big fan. Would you, could I get a picture with you both? Oh, hell yeah, girl. Of course. It would be our pleasure. The girl hands her phone to a coworker and comes around the counter. You all face the camera. So we're gonna smile. We're inspiring. Okay, sure, we're smiling, whatever. You smile heroically and gaze into the middle distance. Click. The girl looks at the picture and beams. See, this is exactly what I like about you. You always look like you're ready to take on the whole world. That's my beautiful fiance, all right. Now you're just sucking up, Shamar. Thank you both so much. I'm gonna post this on my pictogram right now. I like how they sidestepped Instagram there. That was good. Enjoy the show! You wave at her, then start walking with Shamar toward the theater entrance. On your way, you spot a man giving his date a candied necklace prize from the drop claw machine. Aw, how sweet. Very sweet. And now I have to win you something. Oh god, his man is showing. Ah, I'm not going to allow any man to show me up tonight. Oh my god. I'm sorry, did you and Drake body swap? What's going on here? Shamar guides you over to the drop claw machine, where you peruse the selection of potential prizes. Alright, what do you want? I want you to play a game that's not rigged, my dude. So we've got a teddy bear, a cheap ring, what I think is just a toy gold coin, a stuffed parrot, or a little tin soldier. We'll go with a teddy bear. It's not like it matters. Not that it matters, no one ever wins with these things. I'd beg to differ. He slots a coin in and grabs the joystick. His brow furrows as he concentrates on lining the claw up over your chosen prize. After careful consideration, he presses the red button and it grabs the teddy bear. No way. On the first try? Wait, was this all a ruse? Did you have them rig the machine so you'd win? No ruse, though I have had my fair share of practice. When we were kids, my brother talked my father into buying one for the palace. Of course he did. My brother thought it was funny to put my things inside. Everything from my toothbrush to my favorite stuffed dragon to my crown. I'm pretty sure those things are not rated to pick up a full crown, but whatever. Yeah, like they are pretty good at guilt tripping you into feeling bad when you don't spend the money on the clothes. Whenever I have to decline, I always cover the text. Like, I feel less bad about it if it's not something that ends up helping me later. I think the Adventures outfit, if you actually buy the Adventures outfit, it lets you access a scene. There's a couple of them like that. I know in Endless Summer there's there's the outfit that you wear for the hand fasting, of course, which I think that's how you access the hand fasting scene. And there's like a there's like winter gear that if you don't get the winter gear, you miss a clue that is not critical to finishing the story. Because when I played it, I spent mine specifically on scenes and not on clothes um, that would get clues or anything. And I didn't even buy most of the scenes. It was only scenes that had to do with me and my love interest at that point because, yeah, I was upset about that game. I knew where it was going and I was mad at it. Yeah. Yeah. Your crown? I feel like that has to be illegal or something. Not for the crown prince. In any case, I got pretty good at retrieving my stolen belongings. Pretty good at retrieving my stolen belongings. Speaking of Dropclaw related belongings, Shamar presents your spoils. I hope it brings you as much joy as you bring me. Wow, you are being a giant sap tonight, and I'm here for it. It'll at least remind me of the man who does. Aww, you two are so cute. Shamar escorts you and your new treasure into the theater. You take your seats in the very middle of the theater, then push the armrest between you up and out of the way. I just realized I don't even know what movie we're seeing. It had better be the new Avengers movie. It's a romantic comedy called A Prince's Bride. It's set in a fictional version of Cordonia named Cortonia. Ooh, so it's about Cordonian royalty? No wonder you wanted to see it. 2 stuffed narwhals from a claw machine at a roller rink. Huh. I used to play, there was an arcade, I guess it's still there, in a city not far from where I grew up, where it was just a candy machine, basically, so it didn't really have like a claw, it had kind of like a scoop, and it would go down and it would just kind of like scoop up an amount of candy, and you would get that. So you basically couldn't lose, so I loved it, because I would get like a little scoop of candy and feel good about myself. I thought it might be of particular interest to both of us. And while we wait for it to start, I figured we could order something to eat. Ooh, is this one of those, like, food service to your seat theaters? Those are great. Don't you normally do that in the lobby? Kira, where have you been? Those kind of movie theaters are all over the place now. One of the many luxuries being a king affords. Or just going to the right type of movie theater. You can get served alcohol now, too. I mean, I don't think you can get cocktails. You can definitely get beer and wine. I don't think you can get cocktails. Shamar gestures toward an usher standing by the entrance, and he scurries over. We'll have a large popcorn, some sodas, and a box each of your 2 most popular candies. Make it 3. I like we're having to sidestep all the trade names. It's great. 3 it is. The usher nods and goes to fetch your order. Are you enjoying being treated like a future queen? Hell yeah. Honestly, Shamar, we can say I was born for this. It's a little overwhelming. Or I expected more champagne. I'm gonna go with the one that doesn't make us sound like a giant jerk. It's a little overwhelming. I guess private screenings and adoring ticket sellers are a little out of my comfort zone. By now, I figured out of your comfort zone was your comfort zone. I mean, basically. I've tried so many new things since coming to Cordonia, but this isn't so much new as the new normal. It'll just take some getting used to. Just please let me know if it's ever too much. So, why all the fanfare for a movie date? Well, you've been seeing a one-sided view of being queen lately. The parties and negotiations have their appeal, but there's a lot more to it than that. For instance, you have the world at your fingertips. And beyond that, I wanted to remind you that you're my world. Aww. Shamar, we can say, hadn't forgotten, appreciate the reminder, or don't need the world, just you. Oh, we're being sappy tonight. Let's do it. I don't need the world, just you. All of the 5-star cuisine and art galas are just a bonus. Nevertheless, I want to treat you. In that case, I'll happily indulge you. The lights dim as the movie begins to play. You smile at Shamar, then turn back to the screen. The movie opens on young Prince Lionel declaring his love for Princess Ramona, the younger sister of the foreign princess to whom he is betrothed. I like this, vaguely Gone with the Wind graphic we have in the background. Aww, why is there always someone conspiring to keep the royal lovers apart? Well, I could tell you about the hook and 7 beat structure that romance novels, and honestly most novels, follow, but basically it comes from having to ratchet up the tension and make you think that it's not going to end happily ever after, even though you know it's going to end happily ever after. That is the tacit agreement. By calling it a romance, it has to be a happy ever after, so you can do almost anything you want in the middle, although there's several of us who have agreed that the second rule of romance is you don't kill the animals. The dog has to live, okay? You don't get to hurt the dog. It does lose some of the dramatic appeal when you've been in their shoes. Well, good thing the outfits are gorgeous. I'd like to see you in epaulets. I'll see what I can do. Oh god, are we gonna are we gonna roleplay in the bedroom? Is that what this is gonna turn into? I like it. Shamar glances over at you, an affectionate twinkle in his eye. You lean into him, and he brings his arm up around your shoulders. Oh, we're gonna snuggle now. He's all happy. The movie carries on, and you soon learn that Prince Lionel has a long-lost brother, conspiring with his betrothed to steal the throne. Oh no! The whole court is gathered in a session of Parliament to vote on who will claim the throne. Wait, that's not how a constitutional monarchy works. Nope. Unless there's some secret clause we don't know about, Prince Percival can't just call a vote to become king. You're practically an expert on these things now. I've been paying close attention. And now we can say, I'm ready for you to stop paying attention and kiss me. Or, I'm wondering if there was a lesson in tonight, too. Alright, kissing's an option. Take a drink. And it's movie night. There's a prince in need of some kissing. I'm amenable to that. You both lean in, your lips meeting in a tender kiss that raises goosebumps on your skin. The last we saw of Daniel, he was getting snapped at by our former boss way back in New York when we went back to New York in book 2. And I believe we left him a rather hefty tip after telling off our former boss. That was where Drake first put on the Henley that shows off his boobs. That now I can't stop laughing at because it's just Drake's boobs right there in front of God and everybody. It's great. Aw, soulmate point again. You are undeniable. I'm glad you think so. He pulls you over so you're straddling his lap, his hands bracing your lower back. You lean forward and kiss him again, deeper this time. Dude, people are taking pictures, I guarantee it. Be careful, you two. Go make a baby. He shifts one hand down to your hip, his fingers gripping you tight as his kisses grow more fervent. This is not the moment. Oh my god, okay. I should have Shamar eat candy off of me. Depending on where you put that, that's a yeast infection waiting to happen. Roleplay Princess Ramona, or keep going like this. Oh, where is this gonna land? I almost feel like the safe answer is the roleplay? Am I gonna get a choice here, or is it just gonna shove me straight into sex? I don't know. Certainly not gonna have him eat candy off me. That's just asking for mess. I don't know, that's a roleplay Princess Ramona. Let's find out. Let's see what this does. You fix your expression into one of tragic devotion. Prince Lionel, how can we ever be together with my evil sister and your secret brother standing in our way? His face. Look at him. Princess Ramona, my darling dove. I won't let anything keep us apart. I will move mountains if that's what it takes to be with you. Oh my god, this is everything I hoped for. Yes. Yes. I love it. But in the meantime, I can't contain this ravenous desire burning in my heart. It's great. I love it. I love it. Then don't. Take me now. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. You and Shamar connect in an electric kiss, the melodrama melting into genuine passion as Shamar's hands roam your body. I can't. This is great. This is awesome. My king. Oh my god. This is great. Oh, Prince Lionel. We can say, show that you want me, or be gentle with me tonight. This is... It's doing nothing but get better. I think we're gonna play the demure like pure princess here. Be gentle with me tonight. As you wish. Aw, and you even put in the Princess Bride reference. Thank you. Okay. This is great. Shamar slows his pace, cupping your face tenderly in one hand, the other twined in the fabric at your waist. I'm wearing pants. He kisses you softly, smoothing a strand of hair out of your face. You can still taste faint traces of chocolate on his lips. How's this? I'm still laughing. It's great. Serene and perfect. He wraps you in his arms, encompassing you in the solidity of his embrace. Your lips connect again, and heat rises in your chest. I love it. You're interrupted by the sound of the curtain drawing closed and the lights coming back on. Yes! Yes. Oh, that was awesome. I love it. I guess we missed the end of the movie. Now we may never know what became of Prince Lionel and Princess Ramona. I guess we'll just have to come back and watch it again. Or not watch it again. Even better. You follow Shamar out of the theater and back to the limo, which returns you to Kiara's estate. Oh my god. That was excellent. I am not disappointed. I hope you enjoyed yourself tonight. I know I did. It was lovely, Shamar. So we went on a movie date with Shamar. Yay! And if this is how the queen-to-be is treated, I can't wait to see what's in store for me as the actual queen. I have set the bar pretty high for myself, haven't I? I think you're up for the challenge. You haven't disappointed me yet. If I saw this in the movies, I'd be like, what the fuck is happening up there? I mean, pretty much. Shamar smiles and kisses you delicately. Good night, Kira. Aw, okay, we had a cute little movie date. The next morning, you head down the steps of the chateau to join your friends as they wait for the royal motorcade. Everyone's bags are packed and ready. Are we off to the capital next? Yes, we should be just in time for the costume gala. Not to be confused with the masquerade ball, the Halloween ball, or the Harvest Moon ball. There are too many balls. Wow, don't leave the door open like that, Drake. I am all over ball jokes. There's a whole song about it from AC/DC. Some balls are held for pleasure, and some balls are held for charity, and some for fancy dress. But the balls held for pleasure are the ones I like the best. Talking about, like, the balls that you dance at, you dirty birdies. Of course they are. There's no double entendre there. Too many balls? Nonsense. Yeah, you say that until you have to attend them every year, sweetheart. I can't wait to see all the costumes. En effet, I wonder what the King Father will wear this year. Hopefully clothes. Ah, good, you're still here. Hakim bustles down the steps with a rolled up parchment in his hand. Oh, okay, well, you know, have a good time at the open house. Good night, Echo. Before you all go, I wanted to wish my daughter bon voyage. Merci, papa. And Kira, as a token of my appreciation for all you've done here, I'd like to give you something from our library. So he gives us an old map of North America for some reason. As an American, you might be interested in a time when the Western world knew so little about the continent. Yeah, back before we destroyed it? I'm particularly fond of the misconception that California was an island. Was that ever a thing? How'd they get that wrong? Take it as a reminder that our knowledge is never complete. There's always something to progress towards, some greater unknown to uncover. But maybe I've just been listening to too many of Joelle's musings on the meaning of art. A map. We can say, you have no idea how much I love maps. Or, thanks? Let's not be a jerk. You have no idea how much I love maps. You can learn so much about an area by looking at the size of a city and the surrounding geography. We're just a nerd about everything. I often look at them and imagine I was in that spot at that moment in time. You'll find that the names are period accurate. Even better. But now, it seems, I must bid you all farewell. The motorcade pulls up outside the chateau, but before anyone can climb in, Bastien leaps out of the lead car. He pulls you and Shamar aside. Your Majesty, it's your father. Uh-oh, we were just busy talking about what would he wear. He's collapsed again. Uh-oh. Dear God, is he okay? No, he collapsed. What do you think that means? The doctors have stabilized him, but he's still in the hospital. Take me to him at once. What fate awaits Constantine back in the capital? Find out in the next chapter. Okay, so that will be on Monday, because this is Friday. Yes, this is Friday, so it'll be Monday. I have no idea what day of the week it is. It's a thing. So, I guess we will find out whether Constantine is about to kick the bucket in a few days. So, until then, catch you later.